internet.
Hello the internet, this is Go Time. I'm Matt and this is Dylan. This is my Z10 SOARER.
That's my Z10 SOARER.
Hey!
Okay, you can have it.
This is my Z10 SOARER I picked up for $900 like 2 months ago.
Yeah, a couple of months back.
I've made a few videos on it already, and now's when it gets to the fun part where I have to do the real work, where it's not just cutting the springs and having a good time and having flies fly in my ear. So I'm going to do some rust repairs in this episode. I've already started them, that's why it's all jacked up like this. So we'll go back in time, we'll see some of that. But first, I want to vacuum this thing.
Yeah, we're going to do the visually satisfying bit.
It's like the best thing you can do when you first get a car is, I think we might take the seats out as well. You know, like just really get a lay of the land and see what's going on in there. And be like, what's up? I did some interior cleanups, which I'm excited to show Matt, and I'll show you on camera a little bit more. But it's coming together and starting to be a car. So let's make it into more of a car and less rust, and also clean it a little bit. Let's go. Alright, so I want to show you this. First of all, I put in these pants. Nice. So it's no longer just like stuff dangling down there, including the automatic transmission control that was down there.
This closes.
I zip tied that closed.
I mean, it's better than it just falling over.
Yeah.
So much better.
I've started to sort of piece together this interior stuff. And so, oh no, I've just broken that. But anyway, I've got an old stereo to put in it. See how much more legit my car is?
You just break shit so easily. It's so
man. But yeah, I put the steering wheel on, and I meant to say in the last video that I really don't condone putting really ugly steering wheels on your car. But I got this free, and it's a proof of concept for how much dish I need. And I need certainly more offset.
Does that mean you're gonna finally go like full JDM and get a deep corn?
Hell no.
I didn't think so.
No, I'm gonna put a classic in it. There's only one steering wheel for this car, and it's a Nardi Classic. Yeah. Actually, that or a Momo Cavallino.
Old Ferrari wheel?
Yeah, old Ferrari wheel.
It is definitely better, which is kind of funny because that wasn't that easy.
It's a lot better than it was. Good car.
Good car. It sounds sick, actually.
Fuck off. Alright, welcome to Go Time. Today I'm unboxing an Anko 1800 watt bagless vacuum. This was $49 at Kmart. Not everybody's cup of tea, but I'm gonna review it. Actually, I did get asked to review a vacuum by somebody.
No, you didn't.
I did ask it. Like a little portable car vacuum. And I said, maybe. I've never bought a vacuum before.
How fucking old are you?
I'm not telling the internet how old I am.
It wouldn't be an old shitty car without stripping one of these out of the floor, would it?
They come pre-stripped. When was the last time you took a seat out of a car?
I took seats out of my Cruiser, like really recently.
Ah.
A bunch of times, actually.
True.
Oh yeah, I had a Land Cruiser for 2 seconds.
Yeah, Matt had an FJ6.
It was cool. That was cool.
For a moment. 20 cents. This car's been in Australia since 2009, I think. That's when I started high school.
Is it?
Yeah. That's my first year of high school. What?
I don't know. That sounds too late.
What do you mean? You started in 2008.
Shut up. Not in.
It's my turn to do the funnest part of working on a car, which is the pointless stuff that does nothing, but doesn't require you to panic about things. Unless there's heaps of rust under here. In which case I will panic. Hey, an ignition coil. Hey, yeah. Dude, look how much room there is in here. And yes, it's disgusting. And look at these back seats. I feel like it doesn't do justice on camera. But this shit's plush, man.
They are beautiful.
It's like a
Look
lounge
at how much
back
you
here.
do not fit.
There's an armrest. What do you mean?
Like your feet are...
I could maybe drive the car from the back seat.
You actually... Maybe.
Actually, this is good for knowing how much headroom I can get. So I would actually be about here, like there. I'll watch back the footage and then I'll see how it looks.
Doesn't look like you got heaps.
My side is better.
What's up?
$1.
Huge.
That's 5 times better than your side. Alright, let's vacuum. This vacuum better suck. Am I right? Middle of the back! See what I mean? It's just so satisfying doing this.
This is just nice to watch.
This makes you happy, doesn't it? Okay, so this car has no climate control whatsoever. But I just had a wagon, a K70 wagon, that I got some parts off. And this actually is going to fit literally perfectly.
Dude, that's amazing.
It's like kind of crazy how closely it's going to fit. Wait, give me one sec. So this is like the perfect width and the perfect length for me to shave down and fit in there. And all I need for a roadworthy is for it to be, I'll put it so that the direction of the flow is always to demist.
Yeah.
And then I'll just have a mechanical heater valve so I can open and close the heater valve. And then I'll get that to control the electric fan. And then I don't have to use any of the vacuum controlled standard HVAC system. And that'll just go in there and it'll be like a KE.
That's so sick.
One long Corolla.
Alright.
Yeah. If that's covered, I reckon I can find an ashtray. And then I make something custom for there with a gauge in it. Then all I really would like to find is the cluster surround and the column surround. But everything's available on Yahoo Auctions, so I actually think I'll be able to get the interior looking pretty good.
Hell yeah.
And then an Artie Classic.
Yeah, that wheel sucks.
Yeah, and then something wobbly here. And then it's going to be sick.
Hell yeah.
This car's going to come up alright, I reckon.
It's gonna be okay, Dylan.
It's going to be okay. Well, it looks pretty much exactly like it did before in here, but it feels a lot nicer. I don't know. It just does something to your brain, I guess. But yeah, this carpet did clean up pretty good. The seats are obviously pretty faded, but I want to see if I can maybe rejuvenate them, like maybe I'll dye them or something like that. I'll see what I can come up with. If anybody has any suggestions, I'll put a bucket seat in it eventually. But I love that look when you've got a really plush rest of your car and then your driver's side is all real race car. Okay, so the way I've decided to go about tackling this, I think, is I'm kind of going to work my way around the car. Starting with sort of the boot area, I'm going to work my way around this side because this side's a lot worse. And it's for stupid reasons. I kind of want to keep the other side looking like semi-presentable while I'm doing this, so I can still take photos of it. And this side is a bunch worse, so it needs this glass out and it needs a whole new flare on this side. So I think on this side I'm going to decide what to do with the flares. I'm going to do a custom flare on this, and then I'll base what I do on the other side off of this one. I'm going to start with doing a couple of rust repairs on this side. I'm going to fill all of these holes for these moldings that sat on the side here. And yeah, I'm going to go around, fill all the little holes, start doing rust repairs, see where I get to in this episode, but let's continue. Okay, well that's about all I have time for this week. Didn't get as much done as I'd hoped to, mostly because I did make some mistakes in there, but you know, sometimes that happens. You got to spend some time ironing some stuff out. I did warp the absolute piss out of that boot lid, and I spent ages trying to get it straight again. It's almost there. It'll take more work. At the moment, it's good enough for filler, but I'll try and get it better in just the metal. So we'll see how that goes. Once again, I am new to this. I'm doing my best, and I feel like I learned a lot in just this couple weeks alone. But yeah, I'm really happy with how the SOARER is coming along. It's a huge project, obviously, and I think for the first time in my life, that's something that excites me heaps. I've got lots to learn on it, but it's got a lot of opportunities to teach me things. I'm gonna have to be thrown in the deep end on a few of these things, especially stuff like these complex rust repair spots. But yeah, I'm doing my best, and we're seeing how we go, and every time I work on it, it's feeling like it looks more and more like a real car, and that's got me super excited. I did actually cut the front springs a little lower, so it's sitting a little flatter than it was before. So even that in the workshop here, it's starting to look a little bit more cool and slick. I'm gonna have to start thinking of some solutions for what to put in the dash in those massive gaping holes that are in there. I am going to try and put the KE70 HVAC control in it, just so it'll be roadworthy. And then I think I'll try and just get some vents from some cars from some wreckers and do some custom sort of pods for that. Maybe I'll do a little gauge pod in the middle there and then a vent either side. But yeah, I feel like the car's coming along. I'm falling in love with it more and more and more. It's no longer feeling like just a total burden. It's feeling more like something that I'm really excited about and something that I can work towards being really proud of. Finally, I'd just like to say that the Go Time store has some new goodies in there. I've got these classic die cut style tees, as well as the classic die cuts themselves, as well as the Club 4AG die cuts. Thank you to everybody who's purchased stuff in the last little while. It keeps the lights on in here, so I appreciate it heaps. Head over to gotime-co.com to pick up a tee or a sticker if you would like to do so. But in any case, thanks heaps for watching. I've been Dylan. This has been Go Time. Hope you have a wonderful day. I've got something else to show you, which I showed you last time, but I didn't talk about it on video. No, you don't have to express. What I did was I took out the... Whoa. I took out the... Shut up. I took out the aircon condenser, and if you look in there, you'll see that there's actually really heaps a lot of space for something that might be able to go in front of the radiator. Some sort of other radiator.
One thing goes in front of the radiator. Huge train horns.
Yes. And I've also been thinking about how to make this like face forward. If I went to a Link ECU, I could run this as a CAS and then have a forward facing plenum and then go around like that. And then, I don't know, maybe, who knows?
This action sucks. It sucks.
Literally.
And then this action also sucks.
Yeah, so if I went to a Link, I would be able to get rid of the math, and I would also be able to put Spoolie Boy on it, but that's down the line.
Yeah.
There's a lot of space in there.
Engine swap could be sick.
Whatever swap goes in will be turbo, I reckon, so...
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
It won't be an SR20.
I've thought about it. Do you want to go again?
Fuck off.